Our city lit up and alive for Light Night Leeds 2024. And here's a quick look at what to expect tonight at the UK's biggest art and light festival. We begin in City Square, where the Queen's has become a giant cinema screen, while the Civic Hall tells the story of Leeds' incredible past. Over 50 installations decorate the city. Between them, street performers keep the party going.
Say hello!
There's 7 zones to explore. Using special tech, Monad is a light show on the water at Leeds Dock, and a 5-metre dragon roars fire by the armories. Old meets new, as the sky outside the Tetley is filled with thousands of futuristic lasers. Some installations you can really get your hands on, as you're about to find out live for the next hour and a half.
Special show for Light Night Leeds 2024. We've just seen a glimpse of it there, and what a night Leeds is having. If you want to experience it all with us live, then you're in the right place, because we've teamed up with Light Night Leeds, Leeds Plus has for the first time, to bring this all to you live across social media. There's lots happening in Leeds tonight, and we're going to be touring the entire city to see it all unfold. My name's Matt. You might recognise my voice from Leeds Plus, from the stories that we cover day in and day out on our channels. But I'm not alone. I've got somebody else to help me today. Kerry, she's in town today, or you just want to enjoy all the action from the comfort of your own home, then you're in the right place. We're going to share it all with you tonight. I'm in Leeds Dock right now, just to give you a sense of where I am. We're just up on a balcony above Leeds Dock, overlooking Monad. This is one of the headline installations this year, right across the water. We're going to get a little bit closer in a few moments' time. We'll come back to that and tell you a little bit more about the story of Monad. But we want to tell you a bit more about Light Night first, and we've had the pleasure of speaking to Natasha Howes. She's the principal curator for Light Night this year. It's the 20th edition of Light Night, and she, despite being very busy over this last couple of days, spared a few moments a little bit earlier to speak to me about what we can expect in the next hour and a half. So we're here outside one of the many incredible installations that are lighting up Leeds tonight. Natasha, you're in charge of making all this happen. Can you tell us, how does it feel to be here for the 20th edition of Light Night in Leeds?
It's so exciting, and you know, we've been planning this for a whole 12 months. It takes that long to plan the festival, and I've got a brilliant team of producers who are making the most extraordinary things happen. So it's just so brilliant, because of course we've researched all these artworks, we've watched films of them, we've seen them, you know, pictures of them, but actually to see them in the flesh and at scale is just extraordinary, and it's really changed the landscape of Leeds.
We're stood outside an incredible installation here with the water spraying up in Leeds Dock for Monad. There are over 50 across Leeds. That's a lot to see over this 2 days. Have you got any favourites?
Now that is like asking me who my favourite child is, which I never answer. I mean, there are some brilliant artworks. I mean, I've been so excited about seeing Monad, and this is by a Norwegian artist, Anastasia Ishaksen, and it's just so brilliant to be able to bring this to the UK for the first time. I think the other pieces that I really love are some of the really large-scale pieces. We've got parallels down in front of the Tetley with all the kind of lasers that are going above your head. And then there are some more kind of intimate works. There's a really beautiful piece that I think we'll see later by Emma Gasson, which is a beautiful kind of reflective, sort of mesmerising and quite mindful piece. And then, of course, the street theatre programme. So it just feels like there's something for everyone. You know, whatever your tastes are, there will be something that you will love.
Fantastic, so you've got lots of favourites. And I wanted to ask about the cultural significance of this. You mentioned that some artists have travelled from overseas to bring their artwork to Leeds. Can you just give people a sense of, the significance of an event like this that happens in Leeds now, you know, year in, year out?
Yeah, and I think what's really interesting actually is that, of course, Light Night started in 2005 as a really kind of grassroots festival. It was all quite local, and over the years it has grown and grown and attracted more funding, and also then we've been able to bring in more international artists. And last year was the most successful it's ever been. We had 200,000 people over the 2 days.
Wow.
So it's such an important part of Leeds's kind of cultural ecology, and I think everybody that I meet in the city tells me how much they love Light Night.
We've just seen Monad start up again here. And Natasha, it's your first year this year, the 20th year of Light Night. You've given us a bit of a sort of look back at the history of this event. Did you feel the pressure coming into this first year, 20 years, 2 decades?
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, I had a brilliant afternoon one day a few months ago where I went through all the previous brochures and just saw the range of artworks that had come and the fantastic different ways the city had been used. So yeah, it's a real privilege for me to be able to come and do this job. And I know this is funny because obviously we're celebrating today, you know, Light Night on today, but I'm already starting to think about next year and what we can bring and which artists we can connect with and what we can commission. So it's a really lovely process that it happens year after year and it looks different every time.
Natasha, thank you so much for speaking to us. You've got a busy couple of days. Enjoy it if you can. And yeah, amazing to be here with you for this special edition of Light Night.
Thank you.
Yes, it was brilliant to speak to Natasha a little bit earlier. Thank you for spending the time with us and already looking at plans for Light Night next year. Already, she said it takes 12 months to create this. We all come along and enjoy it, and what an incredible night it is every time we do. But there's so much work that goes in behind the scenes. Now we've come a little bit closer to Monad, which is down on Leeds Dock. And just to describe it to you, I think it's the most fitting installation for this part of Leeds, and it's really brought it to life down here. Right in front of me, you can see the projection across the water that's been sprayed up several feet into the air. It's an incredible spectacle, and there's lots of people here to enjoy it as well. We're now just going to enjoy the Monad in all its glory for the next few minutes. The artist is Anastasia Isaksson from Norway, so she's travelled across to Leeds to introduce it to us. It's gonna start up in another few minutes' time. I'm just gonna grab a couple of people. Excuse me, just tell us. Hello. So there's lots of people down here at Leeds Dock. Tell us, how are you enjoying Light Night today?
It's amazing. We come every year and we love it. So there's always so many interesting things to see, and that was brilliant. We loved it. Yeah.
Fantastic, fantastic. And what is it about Light Night, do you think? Because it seems to be a real success every year, right across the city centre, everybody getting involved.
Well, they get so many amazing artists to do projections and to do interesting things, and it's a great thing to do, to come to Leeds at night and, you know, and just enjoy it, really. The food and all the art. And
the art that's so approachable by everybody as well. So
yeah,
on that level,
it's free for everyone.
Yeah, and it's.
So, yeah. You just know, coming down on the train, it's so busy. There's a massive buzz in the city.
Brilliant. Thank you. Enjoy your night. I'm sure it'll be incredible. Thank you. Thanks so much. Right, so yeah, Monad is just happening right behind us, and we're just going to show you a little bit more of this installation. I was just saying there that the artist is Anastasia Isaksson. She's from Norway, and her artwork unites elements of life, fire, air, water and earth, and presents a circle as a symbol of time, the perpetual motion of life. It's projected onto a mist of water. I don't know if you can see it, but there are jets that are spraying the water into the air here above Leeds Dock. It invites us to reflect on birth, life, death and rebirth, the giant rhythm of the universe. So that's how Monad's been described to us, and it's a real spectacle, and that there are lots of people here, probably about 200-300 people that are stood behind me just enjoying this and taking it in. Yeah, so for For anybody who's joining us, we are live here in Leeds City Centre. We're at Leeds Dock and we're currently watching Monad. It's one of the headline installations for Light Night Leeds 2024. It's incredible and it's come all the way from Norway. The artist Anastasia is from Norway and she's travelled across to Leeds to bring this to us tonight as part of this year's event. So there we have it. Hopefully that gave you a real flavour of Monad here down at Leeds Dock. You can actually, it sprays the water, or you can feel it coming onto you because we're that close to the spectacle here. And as I say, there's lots of people behind me that are enjoying this right now. But as I mentioned before, it's not just me here down at Leeds Dock at the moment. Kerry is over in City Square. She's got lots to tell us about over there. There's lots going on. It's always a busy one over at the Queen's Hotel. Kerry, how is it over there?
Fantastic time there at Leeds Dock. It's all kicking off here at the station zone just behind me. There are 8 zones here taking part at Leeds Nightlight 2024 this year, and we're going to be darting through them all. So stick around here on social media to see how me and Matt navigate our way through Leeds City Centre to showcase the best of Light Night this year. Now, the Queen's Hotel, it's one of our signature installations where we're going to be projecting. You've just missed the end of it, but don't fear, it is going to start again. And this is a collaboration with the British Library. This is called The Book Binder, and someone who knows a little bit more about that is the person from the British Library. Ken, thanks for joining us here tonight. We're live on Leeds Plus and Light Night. We've just seen a snippet of it there. Tell us a little bit more about this collaboration.
Sure. Well, the British Library is the National Library of the UK, and a lot of people know we have the building in St Pancras in London, but our other site is here in Leeds, in the Leeds district at Boston Spa, and we've been there since the 1960s, but not everyone knows we're there or all the amazing stuff we have. So for the past 5 years, one of the things we've been doing is working with Light Night, which is obviously the biggest festival in Leeds, the best festival in Leeds. It's a really exciting thing to be part of. And we've done various commissions, but this is the biggest so far. It's the first big projection we've done, and we've been really excited this time to work with Illuminos on the creation. That's Matt and Rob Vale, who are a brilliant artist duo. They studied here in Leeds, and they specialise in this kind of amazing work. And they've created this entirely from things they found in the British Library collection.
That's incredible. And Matt is meant to be here. Whether he's going to get here in time, we don't know. This is what's fantastic about a live broadcast. He might just jump off his train any moment, but if he doesn't, we'll carry on chatting to you. So, how does it feel to look at that projection, that work that's gone into it, the collaboration, and seeing it with, thousands of people here in Leeds watching it?
Oh, it really gives you a sense of pride. I think the thing that means the most to me is seeing how the public react to it. It's obviously having an effect on people. It's moving people. They're clapping at the end. So that's really great when you're working on something. And again, I'm just a producer. Matt and Rob are brilliant, the creative artists. You're kind of so close to it, and it really comes to life, I think, when you see it out there at this huge scale that it's at, and also just seeing how people respond to it, and just that it's such a brilliant combination of the visuals and the sound, all of which are kind of sourced from our collections.
It is a remarkable piece to watch on a historic building like the Queen's Hotel. It looks fantastic. When you're seeing it up like that, and hopefully we are going to chat with the artist if he makes it here in time, the work that's gone into it, tell us a little bit about the story that people are seeing here in Leeds, because we're going to go to a VT very shortly to show you a video of what it's about. But give us a little bit of background about that story.
Yeah, of course. Well, it takes many months of preparation to produce something like this. And again, we have a good relationship with the producing team at Light Night. We collaborate with them always over the past few years on the production. They've got an amazing team of technical specialists, and they recommended Illuminos as artists we could work with. And the creation of the work really started with our archive on Flickr Commons. So the British Library has hundreds of millions of items that we look after, one of the largest libraries in the world. About 70% of it is at Boston Spa. And a lot of that's physical items, a lot of that's digital as well. And what you're seeing in this artwork here is hundreds of images that have been digitized that anyone can access for free on our Flickr Commons collection. So anyone can go on now. We've got 1 million images. They're all rights free. You can download them. You can do what you like with them. There is everything you can kind of imagine. It's all older stuff because it's kind of rights free, so we can put it out there for everyone. And we basically tasked Rob and Matt to dig into that, find out images that looked interesting for them and create the work from that. So every single image that you see, it's not been hand-drawn, it's taken from images in our collection, and they've woven that into... It's their creativity, though, that has made this really brilliant story of everything you can imagine in there, from printing presses to otters to maps to... One of the beautiful things you see that's multicoloured is actually a diagram of light going through a glacier. So it's really amazing mix of stuff, but even the sound as well is taken from scores that they found that were in the library's collection, and then Matt's created a whole new piece of music out of that.
And if that doesn't sell it, I don't know what does. I reckon it's time to showcase to people at home, what it all looks like, to get a real feel. If you weren't able to make it out tonight to Light Night, here's exactly what you'd see projected on the Queen's Hotel.
across to Armoury Square, where it's all happening down here. It's very difficult to explain, but basically there is a 5-metre metal dragon and a load of incredible musicians dancing around it. And I just want you to enjoy this one. The show's going on, so we're going to let the cameras roll and you can experience this one for yourselves. I'm not sure if you can hear me above the noise, but just to explain what this is. So this is Dragon Heartbeats. It's a 5-metre fire-breathing dragon inspired by Carnival from Trinidad and Tobago and accompanied by high-energy percussion and special fire effects. Dragon Heartbeats combines otherworldly performers sculpted by hubcap creatures for a dramatic live music and street theatre experience. Incredible. Wow. So it's got a little bit quieter, so you might be able to hear me now. Just a reminder of what this is. So we're in Armoury Square, just over from Leeds Dock, just outside the Royal Armouries. And this is Dragon Heartbeats. There is a huge 5-metre fire-breathing dragon right in the middle of Leeds right now. And these incredible dancers and musicians and drummers that are doing all sorts around it. It's brilliant. If you're struggling to hear me, that's because these guys are using a 2 kilowatt onboard sound system, which is pretty loud. So this is Dragon Heartbeats here in Armouries Square. Kerry, We're going to have to leave it, I'm afraid, because Kerry has arrived in Wellington Place and there's lots going on over there. Kerry, take it away.
Place zone. And what's so cool about this is, follow me this way, if you touch it, it gets louder and brighter. So this one's really, really fun for the families, the kids to get involved and see art displayed in a way that feels that you can connect to it, be interactive, understand what that means. And they've used the platonic scale to do this. And someone who knows a little bit more about it is the artist. Gemma, come on through the crowd. It's so busy, Gemma, because there's so many people who want to experience this art and this installation. Tell me more about it.
It's great to see it so busy. It's brilliant to be back in Leeds. This is our 4th time here. So yeah, this is our second artwork, Halo. So it's a giant musical instrument that we invite people to come in and play and sort of just be amazed at their own creativity.
And it seems like there's been a big burst that's been around this particular halo. How many have we got here? Because it looks so impressive to the eye. And we'll show you a little bit more very, very shortly. But how many have we got here? Let's talk about the scale of this installation.
So we've got 12 columns here that are all between 3.5 metres and 4 metres tall. Each one's got between 10 and 12 illuminated hoops on there. Each one makes a different sound and a different light lights up when you touch or go near it.
And let's talk about the scale. Platonic scale, tell me a bit more about that and how they work in harmony together.
Scale. Yeah, I'm sorry, I thought you meant the size scale.
No, I did mean the scale. I meant how big all the scales,
all
Gemma.
The scales, yeah, okay. So it's tuned to what's called a pentatonic scale. So it's actually C minor at the moment, but it can be changed. We can change it to sort of adapt with other soundscapes, like when we take it to music festivals and things like that. So this piece is purely digital. But we always keep it pentatonic, because that means that anybody can come and play and there are no bad notes. So we want to sort of empower people to think that they can make music. You know, you don't need any skill. We're not looking for musical talent. We're trying to blur the boundaries between people who have done some music before and people that haven't. So you could play every single one of these all at the same time and it's still going to sound sweet.
I love that. Inclusive, accessible, getting people involved, yeah. Positive notes. Demo then, how this kind of works. Yeah, give us a little taster.
So each of the halos have different sounds. So this one's quite synthy, so it's kind of recorded from like a stringed instrument. Some of the others are recorded chimes from one of our other installations. So it depends which one you get.
Where's that sound coming from? Because I can hear something coming from down here.
That's the magic. If I told you that, I'd be ruining it. Yeah.
You're not going to tell me?
No, it's all hidden. That's part of it. I don't want to explain how it is. But yeah, there's a really complicated kind of computer system in the bass and some speakers in hidden places. And yeah, it's magic.
It is magic. I love it. I love it. And I love that it brings so many people out into the city. Families have really enjoyed this, I feel. Have you got any feedback or what's it been like seeing people?
People love this installation. I think one of the reasons why we're so lucky to tour all of our artworks and we go all around the world is because it is so inclusive for everybody and it leaves people feeling like really good about themselves that they've managed to create something so beautiful, like with not having ever understood what it was before. So I just love to see people engaging with it. This piece I think is 4 or 5 years old now and I think it's probably been seen by somewhere close to 7 million people. But it's still, the magic of it is still like when I see kids enjoying it and, you know, adults, everybody, it's beautiful. Yeah.
I love it. It is beautiful. It's beautiful to look at.
Time it's been in Leeds, but it's like a much sort of, it's developed a lot over the last like few years since it was in Leeds last time. So, yeah, it's lovely to see it here again.
And do the different, what would you call this?
We can call them columns, towers, like they don't really have a set name, yeah.
So the different towers have different notes. Have you got a favourite tower?
They got different, people always ask me that. And you know, when we take it to music festivals, some people have got a favourite one and they just stay around that the whole night. I do quite like the synthy ones. I think it's really relaxing and it sort of makes people more inclined to just sort of do it slowly rather than like some of the chimey ones are a bit drummy and sometimes I worry that they might get a bit broken. But yeah, so I like the synthy ones, yep.
Oh, I could talk to you forever about this. I want to hear more of it though, so I'm going to let you just play a little bit of it and we're going to capture it because the people at home who can't make it here tonight, I'm sure would love to experience what it's like. So do your best demo for us.
I don't want to drop my brolly. Can't reach the top one.
And And finally, Light Night as a whole, what do you think of it, being here in Leeds?
I love Light Night Leeds. Like I said, this is our 4th time here. I just love coming to Leeds. It's such a vibrant city. We're from not too far from Bristol, so we like a nice vibrant city, and Leeds has got a really great vibe. Love being here. And I just want to say, I've seen Monad tonight by Anastasia, the Norwegian artist, and it blew my mind. I saw it in Sydney last year, but it's somehow more magical here. So yeah, it's really
We've just shown the people at home, Monad. We
Beautiful.
started with it because it
Beautiful.
was just such an incredible experience.
Yeah, stunning. It's definitely my favourite. Well, I mean, I haven't really looked around too much because I've got another show in Blackpool that I've got to run off to now. But yeah, I went to go and see that, and I loved it. Yeah, brilliant.
Must be quite nice as well to be able to see other artists doing very similar things as well, right? Like a bit of a meet and greet.
Nice. I mean, the person that you're going to go and see afterwards, Pete, we love doing shows with Pete. Like, you bump into the same people, and that's really lovely. It's a community of artists, and that means we can share stuff, you know, things that have gone well, things that haven't gone well. Like, I think that the artists, if we work together, we're stronger together, you know, no competition. Everybody just wants to be making the best art, so best experience with the people.
Love it. Gemma Mills.
With Pete.
Can't wait to meet Pete.
Yeah.
Gemma, thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your night. Yeah, you too.
I'm off to Blackpool now.
Brilliant. It's not our patch, we won't see you in Blackpool, but we might see you again later this evening.
All right.
See you, Gemma. I'm going to mooch around a little bit more because I'm really enjoying Halo. What a great name, and how fitting is it to have all of these spheres here. Listen, brighter and louder the closer you get. That's what's so great about Light Night. You have some installations like this that are really interactive, gets the family out, everyone can have a go. It's really, really accessible. Now, I think there might be some people who want to speak to me if I can try and find them somewhere. But if not, just follow me through and get this experience of exploring Halo and what it has to offer. The sounds, listen. If you've just joined in on Leeds Plus or Light Night socials, this is Halo, which is an interactive light display where it detects and responds to you. So the closer you are, the brighter and louder they become, using notes from the Batonic scale, and all the sounds work in harmony together, with each tower giving off a different sound. And as you can see here, in the Wellington Place zone, it's a very, very popular one. Now, that's what's happening at Wellington Place. And I'm going to get my sent over to the next one. Follow me this way. We'll make our way through the Halos. Very congested. Oh, hello. But the right amount of congestion, do you know what I mean? Busy enough for an atmosphere, but not too busy you can't get about. So follow me through. We're going to head to Rose Walk Frames, just through here. And we're going to head to the Celestial Sound Cloud. Now, we had a bit of a teaser there from Gemma that Pete, the artist, is a bit of a legend. So I'm looking forward to meeting Pete and see what he has to offer. Follow me this way. If you have just joined in, hello, my name's Kerry. You're going to meet my co-presenter Matt this evening. We are currently darting around Leeds City Centre, experiencing Light Night for those who wanted to stay at home this evening. Ooh, here we go. We're on to the next one here at Wellington Place. And if you are watching at home, please do comment and let us know, are you here? Are you at home? Were you here last night? And if so, where did you go? And is it worth me and Matt heading over there to see what it's about? Are you Pete? I could tell you were Pete by the way you were looking at me. Hi, Pete. I'm Kerry. Nice to meet you. We're straight into it, Pete. This is what happens with live broadcasting. I could just tell by the lean that you have to be Pete. You have to be Pete. No, you can lean. It makes me look a little bit taller, I think, which is always nice. So, I've not experienced it yet. I've literally just arrived. Tell me, what is this all about, Pete?
It's a celestial sound cloud. It's an interactive sculpture. It's above you. There's 5 eyes 5 eyes in the sculpture, I can count, just. And each one, there's 3 sounds. There's a 15-part harmony of voices that you and your friends, or mainly strangers, can activate. But you can only activate it with your knee. Well, not just your knees, but there's different heights between here and here.
Pete,
so
we
I
need to get in there.
recommend your knee, knees, bum, shoulders.
Can we get in there?
You've got knees, bum.
I've got knees, bum, and shoulders, so we're good. We have to get in there. Follow us this way.
Look there, see, this is a great example here. They're doing it all, these girls here. Oh, they stopped now. They're doing a ring of roses. That's a technique some people like.
Okay, follow us this way, follow us this way. We need to get right in there.
These guys are doing a little dance over here.
Let's
this is very
face
nice.
this way so the cameras can see us. Get your best angle, Pete. So go on. Tell me how we do this.
Yeah, well, it's quite
Oh, we
hard.
have to stand underneath them.
Yeah, underneath one of these. So he's just trying just to like the little. He's doing a little bum wiggle. That's a technique some people use. Oh, hey, look! I forgot we're on the one here. Bit of knee.
What? Hello.
Hi.
Welcome.
Just explain
We're streaming live on Leeds Plus right now. No, you're involved. Pete said it's about getting people together, strangers.
Right, what do I do?
Yeah, a bit of knee. Just like a bit of knee, then a bit of bum. So just slow. Yes.
What am I supposed to be experiencing here?
You're experiencing transcendence through
That sounds deep.
multi-part harmonies.
That's what I was going to say.
Live in Leeds.
Okay. Well, that's
What I mean.
Obviously.
It's a big night. There's a lot of things going on. But right here, right now, I'm just making a little community, dancing under the stars.
Why was it important for you for it to be interactive like that?
Because, well, I mean, I don't want to diss other people's work that isn't, but it'd be boring. But mind you, I say that we've got another piece here. Have you been to Sunshine and the Fallen Tree?
Not yet. No. We've just started.
That's
the
not
live broadcast.
interactive, and we made it, but it's not boring.
Oh.
So how does that work? It's fun, isn't it? Interactivity's fun.
Yeah, it is.
Pulls you in, push the world away, just be in the moment, flow. You know about flow, don't you?
Yeah, I do, and you can see it, Pete. Families have come together, strangers, as you say.
Yeah.
Bringing
Smile.
people together, connection, which I think we are missing a little bit of in society, right?
You can always have more.
Of course you
I'm not
can.
going to say, oh, look, see, there's these going for the high five.
So you can
High
physically
five with
touch
the
it
chuck.
if you've got the reach.
Yeah, but it doesn't actually work.
Okay.
From here on, it doesn't
So
recognise
don't bother touching
you.
it, guys.
Don't bother touching it, but you can hit it with your
It's
child. if you want.
movement with the knee.
Yes, it's your bum that does it. So it's live coaching, you see.
You're getting that. You're getting that bum
I
action.
don't tell people what to do, but you just got to see the game, haven't you? See? There. Gong.
I love it.
Should we get some live feedback? Should we
Yeah,
get some live
feedback? What are you
live
saying?
feedback?
Well, you do my job for me now,
Let's ask
Pete.
these guys.
Hello.
Can we get some live feedback?
What do you think of this? Do you want to answer? Hey, what do you think of it?
Great.
What about you? What do you think of it?
It's great. It's lovely. Beautiful sounds.
Have you heard about the techniques that you need to do? It's all about the bum, the shoulder.
I've heard it's the bum wiggle.
It's the bum wiggle. Have you been doing some bum wiggles? By that face, I reckon you have.
This chap over here's doing the motorbike.
Were you doing the motorbike?
What? What's a motorbike?
How were you getting the sounds to come on?
Moving.
What type of movements were you doing?
Walking.
Can you show me? Come on.
Yeah, show us your moves. Oh, nice.
What about the wiggle that you said about? And what's this motorbike? Someone
I
said.
thought you were just doing a little motorbike through. Oh, yeah, you've got some moves.
Come on then, let's get it going. That was a nice one. Hey?
It's every day's a school day under the sound clouds.
You didn't know about the motorbike before today?
Every day's a school day.
It is.
Oh, hey.
Hey.
Cross-country motorbike.
Take it away, guys. Take it away. If you've just joined us on Leeds Plus, this is Celestial Sound Cloud, an interactive digital sound and light sculpture inspired by cosmic sounds and nebulous. Sounds like the clouds of dust and gases in which stars are formed. You're inspired by the nebulous, Pete. Is that right?
Yeah. Well, it's my partner, Eleanor,
Okay.
who's just taking the kids home because it was a
Right.
bit hectic.
I was wondering where she was, yeah.
Yeah, she just...
Yeah, thanks for letting me know.
She's rang up, said... it's too much. No, she's not gone home. She's gone
Done
to the
too many
armory.
bum wiggles.
She's gone to the armories to see Monad.
We're going to
So
go
I
to the
said-
armories.
I said, go to the armories and see Monad. And the other stuff, but Monad is really good.
We've been to the Monad in this live stream already. Everyone's talking about it. Have you seen it?
Yes.
Thoughts?
Rainy, isn't it? Well, it's like, it's 3D, isn't it? It's deep, profound. It's very nicely, my thought, as like someone that makes light art, it's just very nicely done.
Yeah.
Very nicely done, yeah. there. Is that good enough?
It is good enough, yeah. And I think the great thing about Light Night as a whole is that it reaches people on different levels. Some people are already quite connected to maybe sound and art and abstract viewings of things. And then some people they just stay for a night out and then they get surprised.
Wiggle of the bum. Some people just want to get down. That's what we're here for.
Who doesn't?
Why, some people.
Yeah, there must be some. Must be an anomaly out there.
Do you like getting down? Yeah.
What about the people at home? Do you like getting down? Because if you do, comment and let us know what you think of this celestial sound. And it does sound very celestial.
Yeah. Thanks.
You're very welcome. You've hit the nail on the head. I'm going to venture through even more to experience it more. Pete the artist, what a legend. I love chatting to you.
Bye-bye.
Come through and experience it. Look up and hear. Underneath the suspended sculpture, you can sing, move, dance, and create your own visual and sound experience. This is the celestial sound cloud. How incredible is this? Now I'm going to enjoy this and have a bit more fun here while we see what Matt is up to. I believe he's at the Tetley, experiencing some parallels. Back to you, Matt.
Hello, yes, I'm outside a very smoky Tetley building. You can probably see it just through the clouds of smoke just up there. Now there's a reason for the smoke. We're at Parallels. It's an incredible installation over here in the heart of Aire Park. Now where Kerry's been, Wellington Place, that's changed a lot in the last few years, and so has this part of town. The Tetley building still remains, but Aire Park has seen a complete transformation to this area, and tonight everybody's down here because Parallels is down here and it's incredible. And you probably can't see me because of all the smoke, but I have actually got the artist behind Parallels. He's with me to chat. I can't actually see him. We might have to move away in a second. But Sat, just nice to meet you. Yeah. Thank you for chatting to us. I wonder if you can give us a bit of an insight into this incredible installation behind us.
Yeah, so Parallels was a piece that we wanted to take kind of scenes from nature, and then we kind of transition it to like beams of light, which then stretch over the crowd. So that's how we kind of came up with it. It's basically got like a series of lasers which bounce off like 1,500 mirrors, and then we kind of push over the crowd. Yeah.
You can see the beams of light that go right across to the building over there. Just, can you give us a bit of the science behind it? You touched upon it then, like, how do you even think to come up with something like this?
Well, actually, it was just a desire to take moving image, like take film, and then we were kind of discussing, well, how do we actually inhabit it? And so how do we kind of like stretch it? How do we bathe in its light? So that's how we kind of started thinking about using lasers, because obviously lasers can project light from one point to another. And so we were like, let's create a screen which like projects lots of light and then bounce that light over the crowd.
Incredible. And I mean, to be here with your own installation at Light Night in Leeds, it's a pretty big deal, isn't it? Tell me about that.
Yeah, well, for me it's actually, so we've kind of toured a lot of the globe with, but this is the closest I've been to home, which is Rotherham. So for me it's actually really special because I never thought we'd be working in Yorkshire, never mind, so it's a special time, yeah.
Brilliant, and you do this all around the world. Yeah. Leeds, we think we do it pretty good. When Light Night comes around, it's a pretty impressive night, isn't it? Can you just tell us the significance of an event like this? You know, it's completely free for everybody to attend. There were 200,000 people here last year, probably more this year. You know, it's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah, I think like I'd probably say the crowd is really on par with anywhere I've seen. Like they're really, really friendly, really kind of they're into the light art, which is really nice for someone like us. But yeah, no, I think it's a funny one because I think like with all the kind of traumatic stuff that's been happening, you know, across the UK, you come to somewhere like here and you kind of like, okay, there's some hope. You know, like it's beautiful, like to see so many people all happy.
Yeah, definitely. Do you know much about Leeds' history and where we are right now, and the fact that this building here is a pretty significant one in Leeds, the Tetley building?
I know a shallow amount, shall I say, yeah. But yeah, I think like, well, Tetley's, well, we've all grown up with Tetleys. So, from what, actually, I'll let you fill in the history.
Of course. Yeah. I mean, it's very iconic. Like Leeds was once, and it was once and could be arguably still the brewing capital of the north, which is pretty cool. And you know, the Tetley was right in the heart of that, and it's great that this brilliant building is being preserved here. And now it's got this very futuristic looking thing right next to it, which is quite an interesting sort of composition there. When did you find out that this is where Parallels was going to be? And
so actually, when we first started looking at the site, a lot of the construction hadn't even started. So it was actually kind of like it was like an imagination of what the space could be, and I think that's where redevelopments kind of get are really quite important. And I think things like having art in these spaces, they kind of transform people just for a short while into what the possibilities of a space can be. And so, I think with the Tetleys, it's pretty awesome.
Fantastic. Well, thank you. I'm so glad we managed to speak to you. I know you're very busy trying to keep this thing running, and fantastic for you to bring this to Leeds. Thank you for speaking to us, Sat. I appreciate it.
No problem.
Cheers. Thank you. Incredible. So that was the artist behind Parallels here at the Tetley. We want you to see some of the show, so we're actually going to turn the cameras and just enjoy a little bit of this and see the laser beams come right across the smoke over people's heads here outside the Tetley in Aire Park. If you've just joined us, we are live. It's Light Night Leeds 2024. It's the 20th edition of this incredible event. It happens every October, and we're really getting used to it because it's brilliant and it's free for everybody to attend, and it sees landmarks like the Tetley here come to life. This one is Parallels. The impressive thing about this is that the beams of light reflect right the way back over our heads and almost touching the buildings behind us. It's an immersive installation. It's inspired by dynamic movement and tones from the natural environment. I'm just gonna, before we go to Kerry, I'm just gonna take us over towards the Tetley building because there's some pretty cool guys down there. I'm gonna see if we can squeeze through the crowds and see some of the guys that have got lights all over them this evening. It's pretty cool. There's lots of crowds over here. So we're gonna head through the crowds here. Just follow me. Just squeeze through. Just squeeze through. Thank you. Wow, look at this. So lots of people getting selfies here with these incredible men with hundreds of light bulbs on their suits here, just outside the Tetley building. We've got one coming towards us now. Wow, look at this. And this is what Light Night is all about. There are people of all ages here outside the Tetley in the heart of Leeds. It's late on a Friday night, but there's loads of kids out and they're really enjoying it. And look at this guy. Incredible. Fantastic. Oh, he's turned his suit off. Right, so we're here at the Tetley. I'm going to join these two guys now. Hello. So we're outside the Tetley on Light Night 2024. There's lots happening right here in the centre of Leeds. If you just joined us, we're live. We're on Leeds Plus across Instagram, Facebook and TikTok. My colleague Kerry, she's out and about. She's touring Light Night as well. She's over at the Junction. She's on the viaduct, the Monk Bridge viaduct for us. Now we're going to throw to her and she's going to tell us a bit more about what's going on over there. Kerry, over to you.
It looks like you're having a fantastic time. Now, what you can see on your screens right now, that's Wellington Place. We were just down there, but just a little bit further along, we've made our way to the Junction, onto the Monk Bridge Viaduct. If you turn around to see 200 luminous spheres here at the Junction, where lots of people can't believe their eyes, quite frankly, that there's this many balls around. Come in this way. We'll go down this way. 200 luminous spheres. Now, you might remember that this used to be where we used to connect a lot of trains here to Central Station, Leeds Central Station, which is what it used to be called. Now, this station pretty much effectively stood here at Wellington Place, but here now on Monk Bridge Viaduct, I mean, it normally looks pretty impressive as it is with this sky garden here at the Junction. But I mean, look at it tonight here at Light Night 2024. 200 luminous spheres. This is called Globoscope. And each sphere here represents a pixel. If you've just joined us here on Leeds Plus or on the Light Night socials, welcome. We're here at the Junction, at the Wellington Place zone at Light Night 2024. This is one of 8 of the zones. 200 luminous spheres here along Monk Bridge Viaduct. My co-presenter Matt and I are touring Leeds tonight. It's what it feels like, running around to give you the best view of the city tonight in all its glory, celebrating artists locally, but also internationally. Collaborations from people who live in the city, but also from all over the world have come together to put on this spectacular event to bring families, communities out, bring people together and celebrate the arts. If you're here in Light Night tonight, please do comment on our socials. Tell us where you are. Maybe we can get you on Leeds Plus and Light Night socials for a little chat, see what you're up to. Are there any places we've not been to yet tonight that you really want to show off? Come and tell us. I'm currently here at the Junction and Matt is currently at the Tetley. We've got our Leeds Plus t-shirts on. Come and find us, say hello, we'll get you on. If you want to shout out to any of your family members that might be sitting at home tonight, having a watch, we'd love to see you. This is Globoscope, 200 luminous spheres lighting up the Sky Garden here at the Junction. Hello social media, hope you're having a lovely evening. I definitely am. Matt and I are currently darting all around the city of Leeds tonight to celebrate the last night of Light Night 2024. It's the 20th year. We've got 8 zones across the city and I'm currently here in the Wellington Place zone at the Junction. Now, we've just seen the 200 luminous spheres here, there and everywhere. And we're moving on now to check out the next installation celebrating artists locally and internationally here at Light Night, heading away to the Junction. The Junction is a lovely part of this city, and it's feeling extra vibrant this evening as we head to Reflect, a light installation which uses shafts of light that dances and bounces. Dances and bounces, isn't that a lovely little catchphrase? We're moving our way through. Obviously, it's a very busy night tonight here at Light Night. If you're at home, you're enjoying those comforts, but also enjoying the displays of this evening. So follow me through. We're going to try something we've never tried before on Leeds Plus. It's going down some spiral stairs while we are broadcasting live. So follow me this way. Have there been any favourite standout moments for you on Light Night this year? Were you here last night and now you're tuning in, watching online to see maybe is there anything else that's happening on the Friday evening? Let us know in the comments what you're up to tonight, because we've got another year to wait until it's back on. And there's a reason why it does return year in, year out. And we're going to find another cool light display under the arches here. This is called Reflect. I'm going to come back to you in a second. I know you're waiting patiently. I just want to have a little sneak peek myself before I speak to the artist. Check that out. This light display uses shafts of light that dances and bounces off moving water, and the effect can be quite hypnotic and meditative. It's guided by an ambient soundtrack, and people here can trail their hands through water that generates ripples which are then reflected at scale inside an atmospheric brick archway. Beautiful. And joining me now to demonstrate exactly how that works, Emma, hi, how are you doing?
Hello, good. How are you?
I'm very, very well. We have been darting all around the city centre, capturing Light Night on social media and seeing fantastic displays just like this one. So, firstly, before you go into details, can we demo a little bit of how this works?
Do it. Do you want me to hold you?
Oh, do you want me to put my hand in? Go on then, I don't need them anyway.
Yes.
Go on, talk me through it then.
So have a look up at the light and see what's happening. And then see what you can do with it. Go on, get stuck in.
So, we'll show you my hand and then we'll show you the brickwork. So my hand's moving through this water, which I can see reflecting on the archway in front of me. And if you look up on the archway and see how that's responding to my movement, it is a bit, it is meditative, isn't it? Yeah, it's a little bit. It's a bit trippy, isn't it?
It's quite calming because you're touching something, so your senses are being used. You can hear something, you can see something, so your brain kind of goes into, I don't know what it's called, but it feels very calm to me. People are saying it's very mesmerising, but it's only like you get it on the bathtub or the swimming pool or whatever, but it's a really concentrated version of that same effect. Yeah, and people have been enjoying it, which is great.
I think there's something quite special
we're all in
about
the bathtub together.
It is lovely. What a lovely image that is. We've already just met. But there is something really interesting about interactive arts, where people can get involved and feel immersed.
Yeah.
Do you feel like displays like this tend to do quite well at events like Light Night?
Yeah, I think light's so beautiful. I love light so much, but you really want to feel and touch it and get involved in it. It doesn't feel enough to me to watch something beautiful and not be able to like march on in and somehow experience it on your face and your fingers, and yeah, it's really lovely.
So what inspired this for you then?
So a bit of, I could tell you the art version. There's definitely like Los Angeles light artists, but also I was in the shower and and the sun was coming in at a certain angle and just a really beautiful effect. And I remember thinking, I wonder if I could make that work on artificially, and then could I make it work at scale, and then can people play with it, and then could lots of people play with it? And the answer is yes. So the shower. What are you all doing in your showers? I don't know.
Well, that could then inspire people watching at home now going, yeah, actually art's very accessible and we can all take part in that and find it in our own spaces, right?
Yeah, completely. It's just drawing attention to something that well, it's kind of what is art, but to me it's just drawing attention to something that's already around us and just helping us notice a little bit more the next time we see this, or just helping us see things slightly differently. Yeah.
I want to see you give it a go. We'll do a swap seat.
All right,
get in there and let's see.
Okay. All right.
So Emma, what are you trying to achieve with that then? What were you going for, eh? Where's that inspiration come from?
I laugh, but some people are really smart in Leeds, because there was somebody yesterday who was like, well, if I do circles, then I'm getting a certain ripple, and then if I do like a chip-chop thing, then I'm getting something completely different. And I was watching her thinking, that's a logical brain she's got there. It was great.
Yeah.
But it's up to you. And something nice happens where you... the movement, you sort of connect it with the sound, so you're like, is the sound working with the light, or and none of it's connected, but your brain sort of makes the leap and puts it all together. Yeah.
And how does it feel for you seeing people interacting with art that you've displayed? Because it's quite a personal journey sometimes, isn't it?
It really is. And this work has been sponsored by Light Up the North, and I'm an emerging artist. I haven't worked at this scale, and so seeing just so many people interact with something that is quite personal, and I had to go and have a little walk because I was a bit overwhelmed by the whole thing, and just it came from like a washing up bowl and like little experiments, and then seeing everybody enjoy it was really, really lovely. I really love it. The kids really get it as well. They're just like, get me in there, get me started. Yeah.
Let's see them in action then. Have a pan round and see how some of the people of Leeds tonight are interacting with this artwork.
Good.
If you've just joined us here on Leeds Plus Socials, we're here live at Light Night for the final night of this annual celebration. This is a very immersive piece of art where general public are encouraged to get involved, dip their hands into something that resembles a little pool of water that then bounces the light and sound into the arches here at the Junction. And you can understand why it's called Reflect. Now, while we are looking over these images of families coming into the city centre and enjoying their time, we're going to show you some more interactivity that always is apparent at Light Night, and that is the street performers that light up areas of Leeds. And to give you a bit of a teaser into what that is, you've got the Spark drummers, who they'll know for their high-impact drumming, stunning costumes. You've also got the Ghost Caribou, giant illuminated creatures. The Lumens have been about embodying everything that is alien, unusual and exotic. Them Bones are another fantastic performance. 2 illuminated skeletons inspired by the Mexican Day of the Dead, and of course, Valkyrie. And I can talk about it all day, but it's better when you can see it. So here are some of the street entertainment you can see at Light Night 2024.
amazing. The street performers are brilliant every year, especially the Spark drummers. I think they're my favourite. I remember them coming to Leeds a couple of years ago, and they're back again. And it was a brilliant show over in Trinity just a little bit earlier tonight. So we've now moved on. We're over at St John's Church Gardens here, just at the top of town. We walked up Briggate. It was absolutely packed. Leeds is alive tonight, and it's absolutely brilliant. And we've come to quite an interactive and smaller installation here. We've been at some of the big ones tonight. You saw us over at Monad at Leeds Dock, and then at Parallels over at the Tetley. We're here at MAP, and I'm going to speak to Alex because I want to tell you how it all works, but I haven't got a clue. But Alex is the expert. Thanks for speaking to us. You're on Leeds Plus.
Yeah.
You're live, and just tell us, where are we here? Explain it all. Take me over, show me it all, and let's see what it's about.
Yeah, well, this is MAP. It's a small human-scale video mapping. And actually, we developed it to do instant video mappings on buildings. But just by accident, we discovered it was much nicer to incorporate people. So now we have people walking up to the wall of the church.
Right, we'll have a look now. Should we see what's happening here? So we've got a couple of people that have come along, and they're going to stand at the wall and just tell us what's happening.
So when I push this button, as you can see, you have seen a bright flash.
Wow!
Incredible.
So what can we see there?
Yeah. Now after the computer has processed the picture that you took, you can see the people over there in all bright colors and projected at the exact same spot where they were standing a few moments ago.
Incredible. So how did you come up with something like this? Like, how did this all come about? And now you're here in Leeds. I mean, you're not from near here, are you? So
no,
you
we're
travelled
from the Netherlands.
Wow, incredible.
Yeah.
And you've come from the Netherlands to bring this to us tonight, and everybody's enjoying it.
Yeah, we are really enjoying ourselves, and I think people are enjoying themselves as well.
Right, so I think it'd be quite good, actually, if Alex showed us the pram over this way.
Yeah.
I say pram, I actually mean that, because there is this old-fashioned pram. You need to explain that, by the way, because I don't understand that bit. But in here, tell us what...
Inside of the pram, there's a video projector, a little camera, and a laptop. And I wrote software to do all this. And actually, we can take the pram apart into all little pieces. And we can transport it into suitcases that we bring with us. So we don't need any transportation besides 2 suitcases. And we can travel anywhere we want.
Right, so it's not just artistic, it's actually just very useful and convenient to have it in a pram.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I've got to pay attention at... we're over there as well.
We're distracting Alex here because he's hard at work. We've got some big queues behind us. We might actually be able to jump the queue for a second, and we're going to give this a go. So this is MAP. We're just at the top of town, just near Merrion Street Gardens, and we're going to see how this works. And you might even see the cameraman in this one because he's going to come with me, and we're going to go against the wall and tell us what we need to do.
Well, the cameraman has to go a little bit, has to step aside a little bit because
Okay.
of the reflective vest.
Right, so cameraman needs to move to the side a little bit. Can he be in it?
Yeah, this is fine. And now
Cool, yeah. Brilliant. And then we got to run back. Oh. And there it is. You can see my outline and the microphone. Incredible. God, that's amazing. You've told me how it works, but I still can't explain it. But that's brilliant. We're actually just going to move down the queue now. We'll let everybody else have a go. We just jumped the queue. But yeah, for live TV, if you're just joining us, we're live. We're on Leeds Plus. It's Light Night Leeds 2024. We've teamed up with the organisers of Light Night to bring you the entire festival live. If you couldn't make it into town, or you just wanted to watch it from the comfort of your own home, then we're bringing the entire thing to you here. Well, not the entire thing, because there's over 50 installations. We couldn't get to everyone, but we've been to a fair few. And myself, Matt, and my colleague Kerry have been out and about in Leeds this evening. We're over at St John's Church, just at the top of town, just at the top of Briggate. And we're just in the queue for MAP. We've just seen me have a little go at that. We're going to see if we can grab a few people. Excuse me, guys. Hello. Hi, nice to meet you. Hi. You're live on Leeds Plus. Sorry to just throw this on you. So, live across social media. I just wanted to ask you, Light Night, the second night of 2024, How's it been? How's it been tonight?
Wet.
Yeah.
Very
Not,
wet.
not too wet.
But
Could have
it's
been worse.
Fun. It's been fun.
Yeah, it's very
It has
busy.
been very good fun.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
good.
Tell us your favourite installations, where you've been, what you've
Best
seen.
one was the one at Civic Hall.
Yeah. Yeah, in Millennium Square.
LE.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't give it all away because we're about to go to Millennium Square in a few minutes.
Really good,
Yeah.
really
Did
good.
you tell me? Did you go down to Leeds Dock?
No, we've not made it that far yet.
But you're going to go down?
Yes.
Yeah, because we started this show at Monad. It's brilliant. The spraying water that comes up over the dock, and you get an incredible projection. It's brilliant. But yeah, have a great night. Thank you for speaking to us. Fantastic. And just a reminder, everybody that comes out, they don't pay a penny. It's a free event that happens every year. And we're 20 years in now. It's fantastic. We're going to try and speak to one of the other organisers for where we are here at MAP, just outside St John's Church. There's all sorts going on. We'll just move down this way and see what's happening. Brilliant. So Alex and Simone, the organisers, the artists behind MAP here, they've just had a little go at this. I want to try and have a quick chat with Simone, if that's all right. I don't want to disturb you too much because I know you're busy.
No problem.
I've got to say, welcome to Leeds.
Thank you.
Alex
a pleasure to be here.
Thank you. Alex he's shown me what this is all about, but can you just give us a bit of an insight into, I guess you've got a real passion for this and to see people enjoy it so much.
Absolutely. We have shown this piece at quite a lot of festivals around the world already, but each time it's a big joy and pleasure for us as well to do this, to see the reactions of the public, and of course we want to give them the best possible experience. So we're happy to be here and happy to interact with the people here. So
amazing. Do you know much about Light Night in Leeds? Because from what we're hearing, and we feel it when we're out and about, it's quite a significant event, this, especially for the artists that we see that travel across, from everywhere in the world, from overseas, to come and show Leeds their artwork. It's brilliant.
Absolutely. We're very happy to be here. It's our first time in Leeds. And we have heard about the festival already a few years. I mean, this is the 20th edition, so... And it is big. There are a few zones. It's very well organized, nice routes. And still, even though it's quite big, there's still this community feeling, accessibility. We want everyone involved, all different people, all ages. And the atmosphere is really good and inclusive. And
fantastic. Yeah. And have you been able to see anything else that's been going on? I guess you haven't. But have you kept an eye on what else is happening?
We really love to be here and see how people interact with our piece. But it also means that we do not have the time to walk around ourselves. So we're really happy with live streams and all the footage at social media and everything. So we can see as much as possible, but unfortunately for us, we can't see the other pieces live.
But I guess we're bringing it all live to people on social media tonight. So what you'll have to do is definitely go on Instagram afterwards, or Facebook or TikTok, and watch it back because we'll be posting it on there.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Thank you so much for speaking to us. We're going to go and speak to a few more people now. But brilliant. I'll let you crack on.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Fantastic. So that's Simone and Alex who we've spoken to. If you're just joining us, we're up at the top near Upper Briggate. We're just outside St John's Church here in the church gardens with MAP, which is an interactive installation where people are going up to the wall, striking a pose, and then all these colours emerge on the wall and they show the outlines of people and where they were just stood. It's really cool because we've seen some big installations tonight, and this one's just a little bit more intimate and a really good chance for families and friends to come and give something a go. They call it mobile interactive video mapping. That's what it's called. That's the system. It's quite a mouthful and there's a lot of technology involved. But it's really cool. Excuse me, while you're here, you stood in the wrong place there. Can I have a quick chat? Is that all right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Amazing. So we're live on Leeds Plus. We're on social media.
Yeah.
Tell us, are you enjoying Light Night?
Yeah, it's been great. Have you had fun?
Don't grab that. Little one wants the mic. Just tell me, are you enjoying it tonight? What does that mean? Does that mean yeah?
You're having a good time.
I like your skeleton top.
Thank you.
I like your skeleton top. And just tell us, where have you been tonight and what have you seen?
We've been on Briggate, we've been to Trinity. We didn't really read what the names of them were, but we just wandered around and saw loads of stuff. It was great.
Amazing. You look like you've got your hands full. Are you enjoying it tonight?
Yes.
Oh, brilliant, brilliant. Well, have so much fun. I'm going to let you enjoy it. All right, thank you. Thanks very much. Amazing. So there we have it. It's been brilliant to be up here. Now, we're going to go to something quite special that's happening on Millennium Square. Every year, what's projected onto Civic Hall always, in my opinion, steals the show. And we've got the return of something that was here back in 2017. Ross Ashton is one of the artists behind Out of the Air. Let's go to the interview that I had with him earlier on today. Ross, thank you for joining me here in Millennium Square for the grand return of the Out of the Air installation. Can you just give us an insight into what viewers can expect? It's very Leeds in its nature, isn't it, this one?
Yes, specifically so. When Karen and I were asked to create this piece, we decided we wanted to celebrate Leeds as a centre of innovation, of industry, of art and sport. And we've tried to pick out some of the more unusual stories, at least we found them unusual, and we hope the audience will as well. Some of the more unusual things that have happened in Leeds, which perhaps people don't know about.
Incredible, and this installation was here way back in 2017. A long time has passed since then, and I was watching earlier and could see some new additions up there. One in particular that stood out was the late Rob Burrow and his best friend Kev. Obviously, they've been on one hell of a journey in the last few years. Yeah. Can you just tell us what was it like to come back to this and to update it a little bit?
Well, it's nice to honour people who've done special things. But I mean, that's also true through history. So we wanted to bring in a couple of the suffragettes who Leeds is rightly famous for. Mary Gawthorpe and Leonora Cohen were a big part of the suffragette movement.
Fantastic. And is there a moment, Ross, that really stands out for you when you look back at this incredible sort of 11-minute montage of Leeds?
Well, honestly, it's the finale. I've completely remade the finale because I wanted to do more justice to Lord Silky and his and the Caribbean Carnival. It is and should be, rightly celebrated as being uniquely Leeds. And I wanted to make that look really special for this year.
Obviously, there's lots to see when people come here and witness Out of the Air, but the actual sound is an important thing as well. Can you tell us about the process that went into capturing that as well?
Well, we love to work with local people when we're creating our pieces. So we did a call out on social media, and we had a wonderful reaction from people who just wanted to be part of the artwork. So they came along to the carriage works and we recorded their voices, and that's what you hear. And you also hear, the wonderful music from Leeds, a whole range of music from classical to folk to rock. I mean, and Lord Silky, as we can hear in the background. Wonderful stuff.
Amazing. Thank you, Ross. A great celebration of Leeds here in Millennium Square for the Out of the Air installation.
And we are right in front of it. It's going to kick off in about 26 seconds time, and you'll be able to see exactly why it's one of the most impressive installations here at Light Night. It really does have Leeds running right the way through it, but you don't need to watch it from this perspective because we're going to show you. But before we do, Matt is heading over here right now. We're going to finalise. People here, you can hear them counting down the clock to hear it, but you get a little full high-res version straight to your phone or laptop right now. This is Out of the Air.
Follow the pathway down to farthest reaches of your mind. There by the water's edge, a safe house you will find. Follow the twists and turns, though your memories of you. There on a mountain ledge, the solace you once knew. The calm of the water does nothing for you now. The weight of the world pressing hard against your brow.
Matthew Murray designed the first steam locomotive, the Salamanca.
It began service on the Middleton Railway.
The Salamanca can hold 27 wagons of coal, representing 94 tons.
It is quite proper to call Murray father of Leeds engineering.
With exceptional skill and reputation, he founded the locomotive industry in Leeds.
John Smeaton, one of the greatest of our civil engineers, undertook the task of rebuilding the Eddystone Lighthouse. He determined that it should be built of stone.
What I proposed would be heavier and stronger, and therefore, if the building would not give way to the sea must give way to the building.
If you open your eyes, you might get to know the sunlight shining through your window. The water is higher than floodgates show. The end was always coming. Why fear it so?
Charles Parsons raised engineering eyebrows in Leeds with unconventional experiments.
My husband used to take me and the mechanic to the lake at Aire Park at 7 o'clock in the morning. They spent hours trying a torpedo while I shivered on the bank.
As a follow-up to his torpedo experiments in Leeds, he then developed the steam turbine.
If you open your eyes, then you might get to know there is sunlight shining through your window. The water is higher than floodgates show. The end was always coming. Why fear it so?
Ladies and gentlemen, being for the benefit of Mr. Kite, late of Wells Circus, and Mr. J. Henderson, the celebrated Somerset thrower, all at Pablo Fank's Circus, a grand combination of equestrian and gymnastic novelties.
Atkinson Grimshaw was an artist. He was entirely self-taught. He had a refined sense of colour.
Moonlight took his fancy.
Strange iridescences.
Music is ephemeral. Art is eternal.
Rich sweetness.
He was very poor and kept working on the railway at first.
He painted daily, 9 till 5.
There was a waiting list for his work.
The father of moving pictures, Louis Le Prince, photographed in Leeds the first animated pictures ever made with a single lens camera.
The team horses were seen moving over Leeds Bridge. And all the traffic, as if you were on the bridge yourself. I could even see smoke coming out of the pipe of a man who was lounging on the bridge.
Taken with the second one-lens camera in October 1888 of 20 pictures per second.
2 years later, he disappeared.
Mary Gawthorpe is one of the most indefatigable of the suffragette organisers and is a well-known figure at by-elections. She takes much active interest in social problems, and her ready wit, vivacity and brilliant speaking make her a favourite with everyone.
I said, writing to Miss Pankhurst, if it was necessary to go to prison in order to win the vote, I was ready.
Votes for women!
It seems we have not done enough. I mean to do more. I, Leonora Cohen, am a militant, and I should not like anyone to think otherwise.
These women, who do and dare so much, command respect as much by their practical way of tackling immense difficulties as by their devotion to the cause. Theirs is the winning game.
At 250 feet, the floodlights at Leeds United's Ellen Road were once the tallest in Europe.
Children's Day in Leeds has grown in success from year to year. Those who were privileged to be in Aire Park will not readily forget the wonderful scene.
40 to 50,000 people around the sports arena, 1,000 or more children in the physical drill displays, a continuous round of attractions from...
It is designed to promote and assist the physical welfare of young life, right from the cradle.
The Yorkshire Evening Post will give prizes for healthy babies, school children with the best cared for teeth.
I won a 10-shilling postal order for my teeth.
I want a silver spoon for being a healthy baby.
The Queen of Children's Day will be crowned at 2:50 p.m.
My brother is in the gymnastics play.
We've been practicing our maypole dancing at school.
We get a sandwich, an apple, orange juice and a bun.
Would Mrs. Williamson please go to the Lost Children's tent and collect her daughter, Margaret?
Did you see the bicycle polo at the gala last week?
No, we came later for the fireworks. The Normandy landing. The children were so excited.
No, put that down.
50 years of carnival. Yes. I hope we get another 50 years. This is Lord Silty, my first song, 1967. And I'm still here. God bless everyone. Think it is me born in land. I say, England is me home in everywhere. No matter what people may say, in England I want to stay. Think it is me born in land. I say, give 3 cheers to Arthur France and Co. for bringing carnival to Great Britain. For he has done his very best to make it a big success. Carnival is here, let's do the rest. Tell them what I say. West Indies is our born land. We say, England is our home in everywhere. No matter what people may say, in England we bound to stay. I tell them what, that's what I say. I'm a Caribbean man.
LWDS what? LWDS what?
To end our live here at Leeds Light Night 2024. Look who's joined me, man. We're in the same city.
We made it. We just dashed all the way from over at the top of Briggate to get here, to link up again. I think we've both been at completely opposite ends of Leeds City Centre tonight, but it's been amazing, hasn't it?
Oh, I've loved it. I've really enjoyed lots of different artists' projections, light installations. The ones that I really enjoyed were the interactive ones where people could get involved.
Yeah, the same. But you didn't see Monad down at Leeds Dock. That was incredible.
Everyone's
was really
talking about
good,
it.
Really good. And this one here, the fact that it's such a celebration of Leeds, I think that's amazing. That's a really fitting way to end this live broadcast tonight.
I'm going to say this might have been the best nightlight that Leeds has had in its 20 years.
Maybe. You might be right. Well, look, if you've enjoyed the live stream tonight, remember we're going to post it on Instagram, on TikTok, on Facebook, across our channels and Light Night's channels as well. So you'll be able to watch this all back again in your own time, whenever you like. Go back through and see the bits that you came to if you've been able to come out. And if you haven't, then hopefully you've been able to see it with us and experience it live across social media. Yeah.
But for now, well, I was going to say you can enjoy what's behind me, but there's a massive countdown. You might not want to wait 2 minutes. But this has been Light Night 2024. International, local artists coming together. Over 50 installations celebrating the best of Leeds, but also international talent as well.
Incredible. Thanks for watching us. Thanks for tuning in. And make sure you follow Leeds Plus, and we'll see you soon.